25 years later, and now the Knicks are headed back to the Eastern Conference Finals. But not only that, we're going to be taking on the team that eliminated us last time we were in the Eastern Conference Finals 25 years ago. The hatred between these two teams, the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks, runs extremely deep. And recently, when speaking to the media, Karl Anthony Towns talked about his hatred for the Indiana Pacers. Also, Mitchell Robinson recently had a legendary clapback for all of his haters. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications on as well too. If you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is to hit that subscribe button. And now, let's get started. Karl Anthony Towns discusses the hatred of the Pacers. Fans of this franchise understand that this rivalry between the Knicks and the Pacers does not only go back to last year. That was when the rivalry was renewed. But this rivalry, this hatred goes back years. And I do mean years. Back to the 90s. Everybody wants to talk about the last time the Knicks were in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2000, where the Pacers beat the Knicks. But if we all remember, the year before that, 1999, in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Knicks beat the Indiana Pacers. Karl Anthony Towns remembers all of this and recently talked about this Pacers hatred. Shout out to SNY for giving us the following information here. According to them, Karl Anthony Towns said the following about the Knicks and the Pacers' upcoming series and the history involved. According to Towns, there's definitely a sense of hatred for each other. That is without question. You don't even have to go back to last year. Go back a few years even prior to that. Go back to 2000 or 1999 or the 90s. That hatred is all over there. Cat continues by stating, I think that makes it a good rivalry. They have a history of finding a way to end each other's seasons. It's up to us now to add our names to the history books to see what we can do. And for anyone who doesn't understand how deep this hate goes, let's go back in time for a second so you can understand just when this hate began, how we got to where we are right now, and why tomorrow's series matchup against the Pacers are so important for this Knicks team, for this franchise. Let's break it down really quickly. First of all, as you can see here, Knicks versus Pacers rivalry. Our first meeting between the two teams, where the Pacers defeated the Knicks, was in 1977. You can call that the start of this rivalry. After that, their latest meeting happened during this past season, February 11, 2025, where the Knicks, 128, beat the Indiana Pacers, 115. And obviously, the Knicks versus Pacers next meeting will come in the Eastern Conference Finals tomorrow at 8 p.m. Now, let's take a look at some postseason history, because this honestly is where the rivalry started and what's most important. As you can see here, 1993, Eastern Conference first round, Knicks win that one. 1994, Eastern Conference Finals, the Knicks win that one. Then 1995, Eastern Conference semifinals. Pacers win that one. Pacers win in 1998, those Eastern Conference Finals. And then the ones that everybody knows the most. 1999, Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks win that one 4-2. And then the last time the Knicks are in the ECF, 2000. And as you can see there, the Pacers won that series 4-2. And every time we faced the Pacers ever since 2000, we've lost to them. Whether it's been in the finals or the semifinals, we have not been able to shut the door on them. 2013, we all remember the Roy Hibbert block, 4-2. 2024, we all remember Game 7, 4-3. And now, 2025, the Knicks have a chance to create even more history and make it history that is positive on the Knicks side versus the Pacers side. The Pacers have won the last several meetings against the Knicks. Honestly, if you look at the postseason history, the Pacers have won more than the Knicks in this rivalry. And I'm not okay with that. I don't like that. And it's time for that to end. And the way the Knicks can do that is by playing that same level of defense that we saw against Boston in Game 6, the entire series against the Indiana Pacers. And one of the most important players on the floor and his level of defense for the Knicks during that series was Mitchell Robinson, who recently took to social media and he had a legendary clapback for all of his haters. Let's take a look at exactly what he posted. I should mention that this post that Mitchell Robinson posted to his social media at this point has absolutely gone viral. You can see it here. He posts an image of himself with an arrow on himself, and the caption on the image reads, Mitchell Robinson rotated to all 5 Celtics on this possession and got the steal. They're talking about in the first quarter of Game 6, where Mitchell Robinson rotated on a number of Celtics shooters. And when he did that, he was playing unbelievable defense. And in that same possession, or in that same sequence, I should say, Jaylen Brown had the ball in the corner. Mitchell Robinson, seeing this, rotates on him quickly, locks him up, and is able to get the ball from him. And we're throwing that ball up court for an easy basket for New York. Mitchell Robinson has been elite on the defensive end for the Knicks and has been an absolute game changer. And one of the things they were saying about Mitchell Robinson before the postseason, before he returned, all of these things was that he was cooked. He's never going to be the same player again. There is no way he could have such an impact on any series. That's why he posted the caption, "He's cooked, LOL," with the photo on social media, because that's all he's been hearing over the last several months. And clearly, against the Boston Celtics, the way Joe Mazzulla was playing him, it made everything very clear. Mitchell Robinson, when he's out there and he's healthy and he's available, he is a game changer for New York. He changes everything on the defensive end, and other coaches see it, and they understand how much a problem Robinson is and what he does for the Knicks. Specifically, rebounding, defense, and second chance opportunities. Those things are not easy. And Robinson, he masters at them. And that is something that the Knicks cannot do without. It's a luxury that we absolutely need right now that other teams wish they had, but they don't. And honestly, when I saw this post from Mitch, I was actually happy. I was smiling because talk your talk, Mitch. Everybody was hating against you, talking against you, and saying so many things about you before you returned and shut everybody up. Now, I do want to mention something because I've been seeing it in the comments, so I want to address it. When I was talking about Mitchell Robinson and potentially moving off of him, the only reason myself and others were talking about that, it was about his availability. Never anything to do with his ability, because we all agreed, even at that point when he was injured, the biggest issue with Robinson is his health and availability, because when he is healthy, when he is available, he's a game changer. You can go back to videos that I dropped years ago and see what I said about Robinson. It matches the exact same thing I'm saying about him now. When healthy, you look and expect games like this, production like this. He is doing it, but now on another level that nobody expected. I am happy for him. I want this for him. And I never wished anything bad on Mitchell Robinson. I wanted him to do well. But what I wanted the most was him to be healthy and available. Now that we have that, and clearly we have it significantly without it going away after a few games, it is clear Robinson with this team makes us nearly unstoppable because of everything he does on the defensive end of the ball, the way he can have putback dunks, offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities, block shots, putting that fear in opposing players who are looking to penetrate and go inside the paint. I could go on and on and on about Robinson, his impact, and what he means to this team. I'm just happy he's active healthy, and available. He deserves to clap back in this legendary way to everybody who was talking trash about him. There were even people that saw his impact, even during Detroit, and were still questioning him and his ability against the Boston Celtics. Now, those same people, they don't have anything to say. All they can do is watch and wonder, where did it all go wrong? While Robinson continues to thrive and look like an absolute beast. This is the Mitchell Robinson we always needed. And if we have that same team that was locked in, communicating, and absolutely a monster defensively in Game 6, we get that Knicks team for Game 1 tomorrow of the ECF against the Pacers. The Knicks are not only going to blow out the Pacers, we are going to send a message in the process. The Knicks are for real. And if you don't believe it, we're going to make you believe it. Shock the world. We did it once. I promise you. I promise you. We're going to do it again. But what about you guys? What do you think about Karl Anthony Towns and him talking about the hatred the Knicks have for the Pacers? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.